In this video, we compare 3 of the Yoco card machines: the Yoco Go, the Khumo, and the Khumo Print. We're going to compare the cost of each machine, fees, differences, similarities, size, battery life, build quality, and a whole lot more. And by the end of this video, you guys should have a good idea of which card machine is going to be the best choice for you. Also, if you'd like some discount on one of these machines, up to $100 off, during the video I'm going to tell you how. Welcome back to the Burton Build Studio. Let's get started. So how much do these machines cost? Well, first up in line, this is the Yoco Go, and this one is 599 Rand. In the middle of the range, we've got the Yoco Khumo. This one is 999 Rand. And on the top of the range, the cream of the crop, if you will, this is the Yoco Khumo Print, and it's 1,999 Rand. Also, you'll be pleased to know that there are no monthly costs, there are no hidden fees, there's no contracts. I really like that. So you only charged a small fee when you make a successful transaction, and that fee is 2.95% excluding VAT, which works out to be about 3.4% including VAT. And I really like the fact that if you don't use the machine, you're not charged any additional fees. So what about that discount? Well, if you want up to 100 Rand off any one of these card machines, I will leave a link in the description and the comments section. Go click on that link. It's going to take you to the official Yoco website. They will handle the rest of the sign up and the purchase from there. Now, of course, you will have to fill in a couple of details, and then you can go ahead and select either one of these card machines. You can see exactly how much discount you're going to get, and you can go ahead and check out, make payment, and your card machine will arrive in 3 business days. And also delivery is free. Now, if you don't want to go ahead with the payment, it's not a problem. Just go and close the browser and I guess continue watching the videos on my channel. So what I really like about Yoco is they make it super easy for any of us to get paid. All you need is a South African ID or a passport and an active bank account so that we can in fact get paid. So whether you are a sole trader or have an informal business, or even if you have an established registered business, any of these card machines are going to work for you. So even though these devices look quite different to each other, they all have a lot of similarities. They can all accept VISA and Mastercard, Apple Pay, Tap to Pay. You can insert a chip card or swipe a normal card. Basically, whatever you need, they've got you covered. And all transactions, no matter which one of these devices is used, can pretty much instantly be seen on the Yoco app or on the Yoco business profile. And in my experience, all transactions, no matter which of these machines I swipe on, has been processed within about 2 business days, and I've got my money no problem. However, just keep in mind this may vary from bank to bank. Also, all of the devices arrive pre-configured. Now, I do say pre-configured. If you used the link in the description and clicked on that and went through to that official Yoco website and purchased your device and completed the sign up through them, then your device will arrive within about 3 business days, and it will be pre-configured. When you turn it on for the first time, you've got to confirm that it is your business, but you can start transacting immediately, and that is freaking awesome. Also, if you guys want to see specific reviews about each one of these card machines and the unboxing, they've been quite popular. Also go check those out, they are on the channel. I'll see if I can put links in the description or maybe at the end of the video. So now that we've talked about some of the similarities, what are the differences between these 3 machines? Well, starting with the Khumo and the Khumo Print, these are basically standalone devices. They have built-in SIM cards for both the MTN and the Vodacom network, and that gives you unlimited 4G connectivity for transacting. However, if you prefer to connect to Wi-Fi, both of these can also connect to Wi-Fi for a more stable connection. And the reason we've got 2 SIM cards in each of the devices, that's in case maybe one of the networks goes down and you want to chop and change between the 2, you'll always be connected. Now, if you are buying the Yoco Go, it's not the same. This is not a standalone device. It needs a smartphone or a tablet to be connected to it via Bluetooth, and all of your transacting is done on the smartphone or the tablet, and then only when you need to accept the payment from your customer do you present them with the Yoco Go. So just keep it in mind that if your phone or tablet goes flat, you're not going to be accepting payments anymore. So connectivity is not the only thing that sets these devices apart. The Khumo and the Khumo Print are standalone in another way, and what I mean by that is they've got basic POS functionality, so you can select either products or services that you've populated into your catalog, and you can just make selections on the device itself, either one of these. You can issue refunds, you can add notes, you can send receipts, all on this device. You don't need any other paired device. Now keep this in mind if you do have the Yoco Go. All of this is done on your cell phone or on the tablet if you're using a tablet within the app. So there you will select your products or your various services or enter your customer amounts in the app. You'll also have to issue receipts or issue refunds on the app. And the only time you'll use this device is when you're checking out and you need your customer to pay, and you will click that, and then you'll hand them the Go and they swipe their card and you accept the payment. So just keep that in mind. This is not a standalone device. One more thing to note though, at the moment you cannot create products or services or categories or brands on any of these devices. If you want to do that, you have to use the Yoco portal on the business website or the Yoco app on your smartphone in order to do that. Who knows if this functionality is going to come at a later time? I'm not too sure, but believe me, it's not such a train smash. It's quite easy to go onto the portal. It's actually much easier. You go set up your entire product inventory over there, and then you can access it on the Khumo or the Khumo print. So how do these card machines compare in size? Well, I think it's pretty obvious to see. The Yoco Go is the smallest of the bunch, and you can see it pretty much disappears in my hand. It's very light, it's very convenient to hang around your neck at markets and for long periods of time. If we compare the Go to the Khumo is about double the size and about double the weight. I would say the Khumo is like having a second cell phone. It's not inconvenient to carry around. It's also still pretty light if you want to put it around your neck or just pop it into your pocket. It's going to work really well for that. When it comes to the Khumo print though, this is a beast. You're not going to be hanging this around your neck and carrying it around. This is more of a tabletop unit, so you are of course going to need a bit of extra tabletop space. And when you compare the Khumo print, or not compare, but when you pair it together with the charging dock or the charging stand, it works really well. You just pop it onto the stand. It's got a nice convenient place to stand and to charge, so it's ready to go at any time you need. Also, the Khumo and the Khumo print both have the same size screen, so the only real difference is that the Khumo print has got a built-in printer and a roll of paper. Of course, and this one's a bit heavier. So talking about the built-in printer, when it comes to printing receipts, the Khumo print is the hands-down winner. So if your customers are needing physical receipts, this is going to be the most convenient card machine to go with, because of course it's got the built-in printer and it spits out the receipt. Not to worry though, if you've got either one of these two devices, you can still send digital receipts via SMS or via email to your customer. It's not really a problem. Or I suppose you can handwrite out the old school method of a receipt and give it to them. But this one is definitely going to win hands down. And when it comes to responsiveness, both the Khumo and the Khumo print are very easy to use. I do, however, find that the straight Khumo is a little bit more responsive, a little bit faster at reacting compared to the Khumo print. Not too sure why. They both run on Android, so hopefully this responsiveness remains over the life of the product. But who knows? I guess time will tell. And we can't really compare that to the Yoco Go, as this pairs with your cell phone, and it really depends how fast your cell phone is. So when it comes to battery life and charging either of these devices, the Khumo and the Khumo print use the newer USB-C. However, the Yoco Go still uses the old micro USB. But that's not a problem. All of these cables are still available and we can charge them no problems at all. When it comes to battery life though, I personally haven't experienced any problems. Now just to keep this in mind, I don't sell hundreds of products a day. So with either of these devices, I haven't had any problems. However, I have heard from the odd person that they were having problems with their Khumo. Now remember, this can be a bad unit. It happens with any product on the market. So, but good on you, Yoco, for this. They were informed and they replaced the unit at no cost. Excellent service, well done on that. But I think, guys, we do need to keep in mind that if you're running something like coffee shops or restaurants where you are transacting every 2 or 3 minutes, your card machine is going to be active all the time, and I don't think it's reasonable to expect the card machine to last 8 to 12 hours in a day. And that is where the Khumo print and the charging stand is going to come real handy, where it's always being charged when it's in the charging dock. Now when it comes to build quality, I must say all of these devices are finished off really well. The casings fit together nicely. They've got a sleek, robust design, very stylish. I'm actually very happy with it. Although keep in mind that the Khumo and the Khumo Print have got large touchscreens, so they are likely going to be more fragile than the Go. So if you were to drop the little Go, it's not very heavy, it's not going to fall with a lot of force. However, if you were to drop the Khumo Print, well, let's just say I hope you're wearing a pair of safety boots. So in summary, if you are a budding entrepreneur starting up a small business, or if you've already got an established business and looking for an alternative way to accept payments, I reckon any of these machines is going to be a good choice for you. But which one do we pick? Well, let's have a quick chat about that. First up, we've got the Yoco GO, and that's of course the smallest one of the bunch. It's also the cheapest one of the bunch. So if you are starting out a business, of course, cost is always of concern. This is probably going to be the one to go for. It's also the smallest and the lightest, so it's very convenient to use if that's something that you're looking for, if you're traveling around to markets a lot. But do remember, this has to be paired to a smartphone or a tablet in order to accept payments. But nevertheless, if that's not a problem, then that's going to be the machine for you. On the other hand, if you want something middle of the road, if you want a good balance between function and cost, then the Khumo is going to be the card machine for you. Of course, it's got a big touch screen that you can access all of your products or your brands or your categories as part of the basic POS functionality on it. Also, it's got the built-in SIM cards that gives you that unlimited 4G connectivity for accepting payments. You can also connect to Wi-Fi if that's the thing. It's still light and convenient to use, to hang around your neck, to carry around. And also, if you are operating multiple staff members, this is definitely going to be the machine. I don't think the Yoco GO is going to be for you. So if you're operating in a large business area, or maybe in a restaurant where your phone can't be on you at all the time, then this will definitely be a good option. On the other hand, if you want all the bells and whistles, the cream of the crop, I suppose the do-it-all machine, if you will, then the Khumo Print is going to be the machine for you. Of course, it is the most expensive in the lineup, so I suppose this is geared towards more established businesses, or maybe you've got a startup that can afford it, then it's also not a problem. But it's basically got the same functionality as the Khumo, except it's got the built-in printer so that you can give physical receipts to your customers. And when you pair this with the dock, now this is of course a separate accessory that you can purchase, and your charger is plugged in, then the device is charging all the time, and you'll never have a scenario where it's flat and you can't accept a payment. You also do need a little bit of counter space for this unit. Either way, whatever choice you make, guys, do your own research, do your due diligence, and make an informed decision specific to your business scenario. If you want to see the reviews, the separate review videos on each of these devices, they are on my channel. Go check those out. I will link them in the description, also at the end of the video. And you also may be asking, but hang on, isn't there a fourth device? Well, yes, there is also a Yoco Neo or Neo. I'm not too sure how you say it, but let me know in the comments if you want to see a review video of that, and I'll see what I can organize. Also, don't forget about the $100 discount that you can get if you use the link in the description, or I'll leave the link as the very top comment of the video. And if you guys found the video useful, please hit the thumbs up button and consider subscribing. It really does help the channel out, and then you guys won't miss out on any future video uploads. Well, I guess that's it for me. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.